From Delaware's most award-winning radio news team, this is WDEL Video News. Here's Carl Konevsky.
Among Delaware's top stories for Wednesday, April 18th, students at the University of Delaware remember those lost in the tragic shooting at Virginia Tech. Carbon monoxide levels shut down a Wilmington elementary school, and police say speed was a factor in the accident that seriously injured New Jersey Governor Jon Corzine. Here are the details. Students and faculty at the University of Delaware show their support for the victims and survivors of the Virginia Tech tragedy. WDEL's Ken Grant reports from Newark.
Hundreds of students gathered outside the University of Delaware's Memorial Hall for a candlelight vigil organized by religious leaders associated with the campus. The hour-long service featured scripture readings from the books of Romans and Wisdom, an Islamic prayer, a Zen teaching, and insight from Rabbi Snyderman.
Jewish tradition teaches that the way to confront darkness is with light. The way to confront senseless violence is with senseless love. Good is infectious.
The souls of the just are in the hands of God, and no torment shall touch them. They seemed in the view of the foolish to be dead, and their passing away was thought an affliction, and their going forth from us utter destruction. But they are at peace.
The Baha'i teachings tell us that the ultimate healing of the human race can come and will come ultimately through unity.
At this time of great tragedy, we are left with more questions than answers. For thousands of years, our traditions have looked upon good and evil, life and death, with a sense of awe. In the Bible, the writer Kohelet, known in English as Ecclesiastes, surveyed the world and found comfort in the mystery of the divine plan.
For I am convinced that neither death nor life, nor powers nor principalities, nor things present nor things to come, nor heights nor depths, nor anything in all creation can separate us from the love of God.
But if these events have taught me anything, it's that we have to appreciate every second of life we are given. Suddenly, small things do not matter anymore, and petty arguments seem even more pointless. These events have taught me that nothing in life is guaranteed and tragedy can strike at any minute. But most importantly, I have learned that we as students, as citizens, and as people need to come together and remember all of those we have lost to such tragic circumstances.
Organizers said they scheduled the vigil to occur at the same time a similar event was taking place at Virginia Tech.
If your child attends P.S. DePont Elementary School, well, there's no school today. WDEL's Peter MacArthur has the details.
Students were moved to Harlan Elementary Tuesday morning after a faulty heater led officials to fear high carbon monoxide levels in the building. No injuries. According to the Brandywine School District website, they'll be installing new exhaust chimneys and hope to have an inspection by the fire marshal done sometime this afternoon. Parents will be notified on updates during the course of the day. I'm Peter MacArthur, 1150 a.m., WDEL.
The official word from New Jersey state troopers is the SUV Governor Corzine was riding in moments before he crashed was speeding. The state police superintendent says Governor Corzine's SUV was traveling approximately 91 miles an hour seconds before it crashed into a guardrail on the Garden State Parkway last week. The speed limit along that stretch of the parkway in Galloway Township is 65 miles an hour. Last-minute tax filers get some help from late-night hours at area post offices. Details when WDEL News continues in a moment.
You could spend your money at the gas pump, or you could spend it on those sexy pumps at your favorite store. Let Dart do the driving.
I do all my shopping with Dart. It's the most convenient way to shop the outlets, and it saves me money.
Now save even more. Get up to 40% off with a discounted Dart card online at dartfirststate.com or at your local Acme Market.
At this rate, with the money I save riding Dart, I have a new pair of shoes every week.
Travel smart. Choose Dart.
A federal jury found 3 Wilmington police officers did not act improperly when shooting a man to death after a chase in 2003. Harry Smith III was shot to death after a chase in which he drove a stolen police car. Attorneys representing his family said police used excessive force, but attorneys defending the officers said Smith risked others' lives and tried to run down a police officer with the car. Kester Cross, representing Smith's family, said 31 shots is evidence of excessive force. Comcast Cable says it will hire 800 more people to work at a new location in Newark starting later this year. Comcast officials say the new hires will raise the company's total to 2,300 employees statewide. The Newark Center will receive calls for customer service, sales, and support for all Comcast products and services. Comcast also has customer service centers located in Dover and Newcastle and in Philadelphia. Well, if you normally procrastinate when it comes to filing your federal income tax returns, you had a little more time to do so this year. WDEL's Ken Grant has a story.
Between April 15th, falling on a Sunday, and a Washington, D.C. holiday on the 16th, the deadline for filing federal income taxes came 48 hours later than normal this year. Postal workers at Hare's Corner Post Office said that seemed to make for less traffic than usual leading up to the midnight deadline.
Yes, there's a lot less pressure, there's a lot less people coming in than we expected.
Still, customer service manager David Pudvan said the primary question remains the same.
Do you carry extensions? For those people who procrastinate and want to procrastinate more, they ask for an extension on their taxes.
Pudvan says the answer to that question is yes. Brent Roberts said he's been working the tax deadline night for the past few years and that some people like to make the last-minute filing an event.
People come up, they'll take pictures. They gave us donuts tonight. Some people will give us coffee.
And one person filed his last-minute tax return from a stretch limousine. Ken Grant, 11:50 a.m., WDEL.
They say there's no place like home, but they probably haven't seen the Phillies play at Citizens Bank Park. WDEL Sports and AccuWeather are coming up.
As you look for your college experience, make sure you look at Wilmington College, your key to success.
In WDEL Sports, Moises Alou hit 2 home runs, and the Phillies' anemic offense led to an 8-1 defeat at the hands of the New York Mets. Freddie Garcia made his debut with the Phils, giving up 3 runs and 8 hits in less than 5 innings. The win was the 293rd of Tom Glavine's career. The loss drops the Phillies to 3-9, just 1-5 at home, and last place in the National League East. They start a 2-game series at Washington tonight. Adam Eaton goes for the Phillies against Jason Bergman. You can hear all the action on WDEL starting at 6:30. The Kinston Indians scored 3 runs in the 7th to break open a pitcher's duel in a 4-1 win over the Blue Rocks. WDEL's Sean Green reports.
The only thing fiery last night were the chairs as the Blue Rocks battled Kingston in 35-degree weather. It was a pitcher's duel. Wilmington's Carlos Rosa was shut out ball through 6. Here's one of his strikeouts of Josh Rodriguez. Kinston, though, had an answer. Frank Herman also mowing down the Blue Rocks. His strikeout of Mario Lisson, one of his 6 on the evening. Top of the 7th, still scoreless, 2-on for Kinston when Brian Finnegan hits this 2-run double into the left center field gap. And the K Indians would have the 2-0 lead and would lead 3-0 after the inning. Bottom of the 8th, the Blue Rocks tried to come back. Valentino Arce hits this single to center field. That would drive in a run, cutting the lead to 3-1, but in the end, too much Kinston. The Indians win 4-1. Reporting from Wilmington, I'm Sean Green, 11:50 a.m., WDEL Sports.
And the Sixers got 24 points from Willie Green, but it wasn't enough as they lost their final home game of the year to the Cleveland Cavaliers, 98-92. Larry Hughes led the Cavs with 22 points, while LeBron James scored 18 and handed out 6 assists. The Cavaliers can grab the second playoff spot in the East if they beat Milwaukee tonight, and New Jersey knocks off Chicago. The Sixers end their season tonight at Toronto. Your WDEL Delaware AccuWeather forecast. Cloudy and windy today with a shower or two. A high of 53 degrees. Tonight, cloudy and some rain, low of 39. Tomorrow, more clouds, a couple of showers, and a high of 53. Then on Friday, clouds and sun, high of 59 degrees. Get news updates throughout the day. Delaware's top stories at the top of the hour on 11:50 a.m. WDEL or anytime right here at WDEL.com, including news video from Delaware and around the world from WDEL and the Associated Press. I'm Carl Konevsky in for Chris Carl. Thanks for watching.